Hello and welcome back to another one of my videos. This video title is BSO, which is abbreviation for Book of Shadows. Pretty much on YouTube land, I've seen a lot of videos of people showing their Book of Shadows, which pretty much is something like this, which is a leather-bound journal or a three-ring binder. What I'm going to talk about is what the problems I had or came across when I used these. With journals, um, usually I like to divide up all my stuff, which is oils, herbs, certain holidays, moon rituals, full moon rituals, eclipse rituals. I like to divide up all that stuff, chants and prayers. And with a journal, you really can't have an idea of, you know, how much information is going to put on which subject. So it's really hard to divide up a journal, especially if you had only a certain amount of pages just for oils, and then you find out more information about the oil. Where are you supposed to put it, in the back of the pages, or try to write it small on the sides, and it just became a real hassle. And most of the time I couldn't find like most of the stuff. I have to look through and try to remember what page it was on, or did I put it in the back again. And yeah, so having a Book of Shadows that was a journal really didn't work out very well. And actually, this is my tarot journal, and I just had it here so I can kind of like throw you off, because everybody's so used to seeing that as being a Book of Shadows, which is very pretty, but yeah, as for its function, yeah, not for that. Um, with a three-ring binder, I did buy one of the big ones, and it ruined the paper. Sometimes the paper would tear. Since I'm looking through it kind of fast, maybe I turned the page too hard, and it would ruin the pages. I bought a smaller one. It didn't hold enough. Somebody actually told me to actually invest in buying some plastic sleeves, and that didn't work out. The paper would get stuck in there. I'd have to pull it out if I wanted to change something, put it back in, and it was just pretty much too much of a hassle. So one day I was thinking to myself, what could I possibly use as a Book of Shadows that would be easy, portable? I could take stuff out, put stuff in, and it wouldn't be too much of a hassle for me. So I was in my mom's kitchen, and I saw that my mom had her recipe box, and I thought to myself, you know what, I could probably write a full spell, even the diagram of the altar layout, on an index card. And on the back of it, I could write the results of, the date of, if anything did happen, or, the percentages of, how it worked and stuff like that. And I came up with the idea of making a box of shadows. Um, I've never really seen this done before. That's why I want to make a video of it. This is pretty much a wooden box that's been painted black. I have little brass protectors in the corners, to keep the corners, nice and tacked in case it gets dinged or banged. Have also a little brass hinge that locks up the box, so nothing spills out or nothing falls out of it. There is an opening ritual right on the surface of the box. Pretty much saying that this box is mine, and only people of my coven or people that I trust can look into this box. Also made it my own by adding like maple leaf right here and some dried leaves over there, trying to make it, as much as mine, my imprint on it. And I'm not going to go into detail because, this is my personal box of shadows, but I'm just going to show you like how easy it is. The dividers right here. I mean, they're divided up. Everything's divided up. Prosperity spells, love spells, protection spells, healing spells. You name it. I have seals in here. Paper seals that I have written in here. And I mean, even if you can't find the dividers, I mean, finding just bigger index cards and just putting these little marker tabs on them, ended up working perfectly as well. Dividing up everything. I have everything in here, from an herb chart to essential oils, what magical colors mean. Also, the pretty much the holidays, that I practice, with the altar layout on the back of it. I mean, you name it, everything is in here. Also, like papers of other prayers that I just found that I really liked, that I just put in here. And also, I even have a small little book in here that has like every single herb that I've ever worked with, what planets ruled by them, what they're used for in magic lore, in root work. There's also prayers in here, to the goddess. to certain goddesses that I use. I mean, yeah, you name it, and it's in here. I'm very pleased how it turned out. Um, it's portable. It's easy to use. You don't have to be very fancy like this one. Yours can be simple. It could be just an index box holder. They sell them like for 99 cents or $2, and start off with that. Start off with something small, and then just gradually get bigger, and save up money. And I really like it mainly because it looks very simple. It looks like a jewelry box. No one would ever think like, oh, wow, there's spells in here, and stuff like that. And I kind of like the idea of that. Um, I've never really seen this. All like I said, I've never seen this in a video before, or anybody make anything like this. I think I've seen it on a website one time, and I don't think the website exists anymore. So I hope anybody who's watching this, who's starting off, I really hope that you kind of go with this idea, and hopefully with you starting it off, maybe you can put a different spin on it. Maybe decorate it if you have that little artist flair in you. So yeah, thank you all for watching and for looking at my box of shadows. Leave comments, and blessed be.